maybe that actually will give an opportunity for PSG Talon to come back. Yeah, okay, they go with the Sivir instead. So looking at PSG Talon, like good side lane control and a decent lane neutralizer in the core key to try and just provide access for PSG Talon.
Ward in his jungle, make sure that they don't have any eyes on him as those chickens spawn for the second time.
Oh, actually, great engage here.
Yeah, nice double knock-up coming out there from Trimby as Betty already had to use the barrier and the flash, wants to get away. Morteos going forward, and it's first blood over to Brazil. VKS first on the board. Side is around to contest, so that means they must be up to something somewhere else. That somewhere else is exactly where Betty and Woody are. So Betty's going to go ahead, just take the opportunity to go for a recall here. He'll buy the fully completed phage, but he loses a lot of minions down there in the bottom lane. But at least PSG, in the meantime, they do not let this dive succeed, and they get all 3 grubs.
And this is a bit of a gamble from VKS. Giving 3 grubs to a 1-3-1 comp always feels a little bit scary, but it is a good investment. VKS haven't really done anything with the lead.
And I always like to see champions with stacking items. Hold on, Desamas going forward. 3 talent strike, finds Kaza. Cyclone looking to turn it around. A lot of damage back into VKS, but it's not quite enough. VKS now turning their attention back over onto Maple. Betty rotates up for the bottom lane. Desamas going to be in some danger, and PSG have found the kill. Low HP on Kaza, but he's not dead yet. Bawal here in the front line, but Trimby's the target. Maple with a little bit more, but the overload does not hit. VKS won't get anybody back just yet. Trimby with a flash headbutt pulled, double seismic shove, beautiful moves coming out from the VKS support. Feet of Warfare claimed for the Brazilian squad as Miru wants another. Betty has been found in his own jungle. Miru gets him with the auto attack. Betty with a late flash. Now Aja's gonna die too. Karsa's about to die next. He flashes.
That's gonna be a very different story for PSG Talon, who just haven't found that success in this early game.
Exactly. It was the Trimby pulverizer's wall into the back line, setting up for the additional kill onto Betty. And I feel like Betty in that last fight just got a little greedy. Looks like Trimby's getting a little bit greedy now. Does end up getting ignited here. The redemption not really going.
Trying to sneak in to get the steal rather than take a full fight.
Yep, Kaza on the left. VKS control over the area for now. The wraparound is coming. Aja looking for his angle as Woody is already down. Morteos on a rampage. PSG wanted the pincer attack, but VKS was ready. Trimby going in again. Karsa's not fooling anybody with that clone. And now Maple's going to be your next target. Miru rides the blast cone over the wall, and Trimby's ready to keep on going. It's a beautiful 1, 2, 3 alley-oop. VKS on a killing spree again. 8-2 game. Rift Herald in there. Did. You're not going to get a chance to use it. Now the Herald's been summoned up in the mid lane, used to crash the tier 1 turret. Trimby's going to drive that one right into the tier 2. It's a 3,500 gold lead for VKS, and it's about to be 4K as that tier 2 falls. This is such an awesome early and mid game thus far from VKS.
Yeah, PSG Talon stepping out, seeing if they can catch VKS if they don't sync their resets, and PSG are going.
Kaza wants the engage. Miru flashing away with the flash follow coming in from Kaza. Meanwhile, VKS with the counter attack over the wall. It's Betty and Woody looking to get away as Miru survives. Betty's first to die and Woody follows. There's no way you're killing Bawal as Kaza and Aja try to escape. Karsa's very low, and another rock flies over the wall. Now Aja will be next to die with a decimating smash pulverized combo. Bawal's on a rampage.
Maple?
He gets the interrupt. Oh, Maple gets caught here. Now, Maple has his flash to try to get away. He has Realm Warp as well. We'll see if he can try to use it, but no. He thought maybe the cooldowns weren't there, but Trimby had another pulverize.
They go for those resets, but it's VKS who are ready for it and catch them all out.
And one thing I noticed in that
Talon 20 minutes into the game, and Atakan has only just spawned. PSG, a little nervous about that Atakan being taken. Bawal gets some damage put onto him.
Yeah, but he's Scion. He does not care even a little bit. 895 stacks there through Soul Furnace. Another public execution, another miss. Aja is just not hitting this critical spell on Ambessa, and Miru smells blood in the water. Aja smells honey fruits, and those might be able to get him away. Miru still continuing to use the speed bonus on the Talia. It's a solo kill for Miru. Aja dead for the 3rd time this game. 0-3 and 0 on the Ambessa, not having the impact that PSG wants him to have as VKS, now with their 7,000 gold lead, now with their soul point status. Miru Miru arrives into the fight. Disamas jumping straight on in. It's going to be 2 more kills for VKS. Maple and Betty are the only 2 left alive. Betty's going to be knocked back with another beautiful seismic shove. Trimby wants another headbutt pulled. The rest of the team isn't there. Trimby's very low. Maple at least gets 1 more, but Boal wants the last little bit of damage to take out the enemy mid laner. Boal with a hammer to his rib cage shatters Maple and finds his way through the enemy base. 1 more shield should hopefully keep him alive here, you would think. Aja's back, but he has no public execution. He can't try to stop Boal. He's shoved back again by Miru, and Aja loses 2/3 HP. It's a 9,000 gold lead. It's about to be an Otacon for VKS.
Where's this Vivo Cade been at World?
0, 2, and 17, a part of everything but 1 kill so far in this game. Going for the dive onto Aja now, and again, it's that 1-2 punch with Miru to set it up and knock it down. The only kill Trimby hasn't been a part of was Miru solo killing Aja up in the top lane back when all the fighting was going on bottom.
These aren't punches anymore, Flowers. These are haymaker after haymaker. PSG are dropping to the floor. It's a KO.
It's a bar fight, and PSG are stuck paying the tab. VKS are gonna take a big swig of victory and push their way into the enemy base. That top lane inhibitor turret is already down. Inhibitor is the target, and that one will melt. Boal locking up Kaza, Maple, and Woody all on his own. Kaza with a defensive cyclone, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Wind becomes lightning, and lightning strikes Kaza. Disamas takes the kill, and VKS might just be looking for the end of the game. They got super minions marching down the top lane. It's not like they can take Baron yet. He's not even on the rift for another 1.5 minutes, so they'll turn their attention over to the mid lane inhibitor turret. That one's gonna crack. We'll see if they can take the inhibitor. There's 20
Trending more towards the glorious.
It is a glorious game 1 for VKS indeed, as Boal jumps in behind Kaza. Miru's got plenty of damage. Woody wants the quickness, but he's quickly finding his way towards another lost team fight. Aja finally hits a public execution, but it's way too late. Betty's next to die. Boal 7 kills on the Scion leading the charge. Woody will be the final kill towards the ace. It's a triple for Morteus at the very end of the fight. 26-3. VKS will annihilate PSG in game number 1, and they are only 1 game away from moving on and staying alive at Worlds. Oh! Chains of corruption, and then Aurora and Rumble to try to follow up here.
Okay, it's going to be the Ezreal at the end of the day. I thought they might still go for that Kaza. Again, you kind of have the ability to keep yourself safe with the Killer Instinct on some of the engaged tools from PSG Talon, but the Ezreal works just as well. I think that's kind of what supports have figured out, is actually a bit of an invade here, so Disamas going to need to be a little careful.
Yep, there comes Kaza, does steal away the large Krug. Disamas fighting back here a little bit, but a nice steal from Kaza to interrupt Disamas is clear, and now he's waiting for Disamas to just check this brush again. I love this from Kaza. Another EQ combo. Disamas down to 200 HP. He's gonna take the blast cone. Kaza making sure he doesn't step so close that he gets knocked the other direction. But now Disamas has been forced out of his own jungle, but Boal has got the wave shoved up. He's gonna come in after Kaza. Kaza already used EQ. Kaza's in danger. He's down to 200 HP. Even if he tries to flash, Miru is waiting. He's gonna step forward. Woody nearby, though, means it's so hard for Disamas to try to do anything. He wanted to throw the spear, see if maybe he can find something else. Disamas needs to try to get away. He throws up the shield. Disamas is down. Kaza takes the kill. Sure, he gets away from the Comet Spear. He would have lived anyway, but a bit of a panic there at the very end. Did not want to get caught out. The Dragon down to 400 HP, and now Trimby stepping in. Crash down, dodged by Betty there with a flash of his own. Morteus continues firing here with the Mystic shots. Trimby still looking to see if maybe he can get a little bit more lockup onto Woody, who wants to get away. Trimby with a shattering strike. Woody's about to die. Morteus takes the kill, and Disamas gets away. VKS get a kill. Get a numbers advantage when you wouldn't think you'd have one, and try to get some sort of edge, as now the engage comes out from Trimby. Disamas and Miru ready to follow it up. Maple staying alive for now. Morteus needs a little bit of damage. He trades 1-for-1 with Maple. Trimby's gonna get cooked up by Aja. Feet of Warfare claimed by VKS, but Trimby's about to die. Aja needs a little bit more damage, and he finds it. Now Miru's the one under pressure. Ornhorn summoned up by Boal. Aja in the back part of the pit, and he's gonna drop now too. VKS. They deny 3 grubs. So Kaza's in a great spot to be able to lead the charge and continue playing aggressively. Trimby with a crash down, buffers through the Zenith Blade. Now defensive Magnet Storm having to flash away, but he's trapped inside the Cataclysm. Trimby's down. Nice pick, PSG.
Right, please.
Okay, Desamas is hanging around nearby, so is Morteus. Miru also around the area. Here comes Boal. It's the Ornhorn. Kaza's in a little bit of danger, and so is Woody. Now Miru's found Maple off to the side. The Drake is stolen away by Desamas. Boal's in the pit with everybody. Betty's going to be the target, but over the wall goes Boal, and now Woody's ready to follow. Boal is next to die. Betty low, but safe for now. Ash is cooking everybody, and Morteus is down. PSG find exactly what they wanted.
The rest of VKS start to move down towards this bottom side. Aja reading that well, moving up towards the mid, making sure that he's not going to get dove anytime soon.
Yeah, Trimby's not got a whole lot that he can really say about that Rift Herald take, so he'll just back away from it. And PSG will find themselves another objective. And it did end up coming down to what I thought. We've got the feat of warfare for the side of VKS, the feat of monster slaying for the side of PSG. So the Enchanted Boots is going to come down to who gets turret number 1, and we'll see what that looks like. I'm honestly really ready to bet for PSG because they've got the Herald.
Yeah, that's generally where the thought process would lie. Is they want to pick Maple, though.
Yeah, they're going in after him. He wants to go between worlds, but immediately the crash down with the shield is ready to lock him up. He's surviving for a very long time, but the Comet Spear finds his objective, which he restarts on a ward.
They needed to match the reset from Trimby, who'd gone back for the wards, but topside plays.
Oh yeah, they're just going to make the move onto Aja instead. They even sent the True Shot Barrage over the top. They wanted to make sure he was dead.
Great equalizer from Aja, though, because it may have prevented that top lane turret from going down. Betty.
Okay, Betty under pressure, but he's still fine for now. Trimby only slowed by the Solar Flare. Heals back up with the Redemption. They are trying to protect that tower, like you say, the equalizer with his dying breath to make it so VKS can't immediately force down the turret. But now Trimby needs to disengage back here in the mid lane. Kaza walking through. Morteus continuing to apply the pressure as Miru puts the damage into the tier 1 turret up there in the top lane. And VKS, despite the advantage of the game, but a TP's coming in. PSG could be in a little bit of danger here. At least Woody could, as Boal jumps in, slams his head straight into the wall, slams Woody straight into the grave. V summoned up here in the mid lane. The charge will not kill the turret on its own, but the auto attacks to follow up will. PSG on the approach. Woody does not have a teleport to try to join up here. Aja's going to be your target. They want to full send it. They kill him before the redemption comes in. VKS take out the enemy top laner. They got a 5v3 for now, but remember that Woody is on the way. 5v4 yet again. The 4 are just
like all hell away. Make sure you can't do anything about it. Like, point in case.
There it is. Another grand starfall with Boal tanking the turret. Aja's going to be in some danger, and Desamas kills him before.
Rumble's dead every time.
It's pretty tough. Last time I checked, the abilities do not cast when one is dead in League of Legends unless you're playing.
I think you got this from the VKS support. PSG, they want to try and contest.
They're going to step forward. Betty's your target. Crashdown only finds Woody. They want to full send it. Woody's not dead here just yet, but they're going to find a lot of damage onto Maple. Kaza into the back line. Miru's already down. It's a massive play coming up from PSG. They found 2. VKS overplay their hand. And it's PSG with a huge punish, and they're set up to maybe take the Otacon now. The Redemption's gonna top off the health bars. PSG are right back in it.
Finally, PSG find the team fight that they needed, but still VKS, they aren't done yet. They're gonna try and turn onto Aja.
Okay, Aja takes a big chunk of damage, but really, it's not enough. Boal, Morteus, and Desamas trying to do everything they can to fight for this Otacon. Trimby's engaged. Botched ends up being the big change in this game. For all that we praised him in the previous game, the Thornbound Otacon has found its way into PSG's pockets, and the Rel pincer attack, the blunder, going too early after Betty. PSG see their moment, they punish, and they're right back in the driver's seat.
Trimby had the unsealed spellbook smite and was hoping beyond hope that he might be able to get that steal alongside Boal, dealing every bit of damage he could to the Otacon. But it's PSG who once more take control of this game.
Beautifully turned around by PSG. Take another look here. Everything happened in that fight. Now VKS looking for another one. They're going to go in on Kaza. They take him low, but they won't take him down. True shot barrage over the top. Kaza still alive. Aja still alive. Trimby down first. Now it's turning around yet again. Miru flashing away, looking to escape from Betty as Maple's now going to be your next target, and he is gone. Desamas in the back line, staying alive for now, but Kaza barely hangs on too. It's 2 dead for VKS the entire game.
Here's your loads, just to check the Baron. That side of the map looking very, very dark for VKS, and Boal might be getting lights out here as well. As the engage comes through, Redemption tries to keep him alive.
Yep, they're just going to take down the Ornn. For as tanky as he was earlier, the damage between Aja and Kaza is so much. You've got Guardian Angel on Kaza now as well. With Bloodletter's Curse on Aja, it's so easy to burn through that magic resistance, excuse me. The dive comes through. Desamas under pressure, Miru under more. Aja takes the kill, and PSG have taken both enemy solo laners off the table. VKS's favor up until the fateful Otacon fight, and that's really where everything just completely shattered. This is it. VKS probably has about one more chance here. Tibbers, I mean, it's dropped on Kaza and Woody, but what does that do? There's nobody else nearby, nobody in the neighborhood to follow up. Kaza full sends it. He knows he's got Guardian Angel. It doesn't matter if he dies. Miru and Morteus both just burning away. Betty dominating on that Varus as Boal goes in. Rams his head into nothing. Desamas and Morteus firing back here a little bit as Maple tries to put the pressure onto the Ezreal. He can't quite kill him here just yet. Morteus firing off the Mystic shots, but PSG have killed everybody else, and Baron will be their prize.
It's the mission perfect in that fight.
The Guardian Angel does what Guardian Angel was designed to do. It gives Kaza the opportunity to jump in there full crazy, give himself as the initiation.
Where if you just don't get these leads, it's just not working out for you. And unfortunately, with the way things have gone, VKS did find some picks to get back into the game, but it just hasn't been enough. And PSG Talon, with this Baron, starting to siege on towards the inhibitor turrets.
10,000 gold lead, Dragon Soul, Baron. This should be just about everything they need. It's one final attempt coming out from VKS. Betty's low, but low's not good enough because the counterattack from PSG arrives. It's Maple grabbing the first kill. Desamas trapped behind enemy lines. Miru's already down here too as Morteus tries to escape, but Maple's just throwing out twofold hexes. He's already got himself a double kill. PSG have cleared 4 of them off the rift, and they don't lose a single man.
And now with that minion wave starting to conga line its way in, PSG gonna try and push us now to 1-1.
It looks like we are going the full distance for both series here today, Dagda. PSG, not to be caught unaware, not to go down without a fight, will slam back here in game number 2. They will take out VKS and have one more shot to stay alive here at World.
Also, the Orianna could completely remove any sort of follow-up PSG Talon had to engage. So it looks like Betty going to be able to peel for himself and avoid any sort of mishap from either the Tempered Fate or that darkness from the Nocturne. Good from Desamas.
Desamas is going to Kaza. Kaza, he throws out the Duskbringer, immediately finds the dog. He's hungry for a little bit of a hot dog lunch. Kaza flashes away. Desamas, Duskbringer first blood level 1.
Revenge
is on, and he wants a little bit of revenge. Desamas wisely dropping his ward inside that brush, wants to make sure that Kaza can't play around this, as immediately the fear already connects. Trimby coming up to try to help Desamas. Kaza is low, Desamas is lower. Trimby trying to get the kill there. They finally take out Kaza, but now it's going to be a bloodbath, and it's VKS in trouble. Betty's still getting away. Miru needs one more hit. He gets it. The feat of warfare secured by PSG by a split second, and it's a 4-3 game, 4 minutes into the game.
PSG Talon completely sets you up so nicely, but Kaza now just hit level 6 as he got into the pit, so that Maple Kaza combo could start to come alive if VKS end up overextending just a little bit. Don't have the Poppy in position to try and block that combo from PSG Talon.
Exactly. Neither one of the top laners has their teleport available to try to join this fight. Desamas wants to step forward and at least try to smite one of the grubs away. He will get the single one. Paranoia has already been cast. Miru tries to move forward, but the Feather Storm already flies out. Void grubs overall secure by the side of PSG. Desamas wants to jump in, but Betty's going to stay safe. The barrier isn't even needed as Miru's the next target here for Kaza. He keeps himself invulnerable for an extra second and jumps back over the wall. Now Boal's going to be your next target. He has to flash away. PSG, they come out like anybody from VKS VKS has anything to say about it. PSG going to secure their second objective of the game.
And as you already said, Maple is so accelerated.
Otacon, which is where we see so many bloodbaths, so many throws, and Miru now pulled back by the shockwave, having to use the ulti defensively to get himself away. And with Woody's help, Maple just continues finding himself in great positions in this game. Kaza wants to jump in with the ulti, but Trimby's here to try to protect Miru. PSG, they have more men in the area, but it's not going to stay that way for long. Maple caught up here in the Tempered Fade. Miru looking for a little bit more. Boal has joined, and so is Morteus. It's everybody from VKS. Maple's already down, and it looks like VKS wants a little bit more. Keeper's verdict, knocking one away. Aja needs some damage back, and he goes all out to find Miru. Betty still safe for now. Kaza trapped in the pit, but can just jump right over pretty easily. Morteus still chasing, maybe an Arc of Ruin. No, Summoner Spellbook from Trimby, putting the pressure on the enemy AD carry. But now PSG's coming around from the side. Trimby's gonna pay the price, taken low, taken out. Nice moves coming in from PSG, but Miru wants one back. He's exhausted, but Kaza chases him too far, and it's a 1-for-1 trade.
VKS are responding well.
Turn a fight into a 3v5, then you got some serious danger. decisive just flies in like a ballistic missile to take out Betty, who still had half cooldown remaining on his Featherstorm. Morteus with the Arc of Ruin to slow down Kaza. The Tempered Fate to lock him up further, but they don't have enough damage. He gets away with the Blast Cone for now, and Morteus hits him with a couple. This item is so helpful for securing your paranoia kills, and Morteus just gets obliterated. Nice pick from PS. However, that also means they're going to secure themselves the boots. They've already got 2 neutrals. That'll be their third, so it's feats of strength.
Freezes wave, so no extra pressure can come towards him.
All right, Maple just continuing the shove out there. decisive wants to jump in, but the problem is it's 2v3 right now. Miru continuing to jump forward, and Maple is down. Woody and Kaza now trying to get away. Miru's got to be careful to not be stunned up underneath the turret. Kaza still running. Morteus from the side jumps in point blank range for the Arc of Ruin, and Kaza, he flashes too late. He's already down. Trimby goes forward, but they don't even need the stun. It's a double kill for Morteus. The Unara shows him what he's got.
The VKS playbook of playing pick after pick after pick is still alive in this game number 3, and PSG Talon are struggling. Taking the... Oh, hang on.
Wow, yeah,
Miru's on the way.
Tempered Fate and everything. Miru's making his way over. Here's Paranoia. It's decisive, level 11 with the extra range of the Nocturne. Flying in, 2 already dead on the PSG side. Betty flashes away. Miru's in the smoke.
VKS fighting back. 4.5k gold lead. Rift Herald in their pockets, and with 20 minutes just in.
Yeah, even though the grubs did overall go to PSG, you've still got the 1 grub for that extra little bit of sizzle and spice on the self up on the flank. Maple's about to face check into the Akali, but no, he throws the ball in instead. The lights are going off. decisive is going in. The feathers have already flown, and now it's a little bit of danger for decisive, but Miru jumps into the back line. Kaza trying to get away, but a nice Tempered Fate there onto the enemy support. Woody is locked up, and Kaza's already down. It's 2 kills for nothing for VKS. Aja gonna be your next target here. Cassante is tanky, but he's not tanky enough. They'll slam him back into the wall. They'll knock him down. Miru's on a rampage, and VKS just murdered 3 of them.
decisive is the feint, while Miru is the hook that's following up behind it. Trimby manages to catch Betty.
Betty's down. Beautifully done from VKS. Every time.
The gold firmly in their favor, control in their favor, but PSG, they're TPing in. They want to try and catch VKS before they can reach.
Got his flash, but Miru is still running. Kaza over the wall. He wants to try to catch this enemy mid laner. This could be the opportunity PSG needs to come back into the game. Trimby buying time. Magical journey over the wall. Morteus firing out the Arc of Triumph. Now Trimby flashes, stays alive for now. Keeper's verdict channeled again. Morteus just firing back into the PSG lines. Miru jumps in, and now Betty's in danger. He goes for the Featherstorm, but VKS turn it right back around. Miru finally dies. Maple's getting away now. Aja with a nice third and Tofo strike, putting the pressure onto Trimby, who gets away through the Otacon wall. Now Boal scrapping with Aja back and forth. Maple barely standing. decisive has respawned by the time he gets close to the fight.
For VKS though, which makes these assassins much more durable as they jump into the backline. 8k gold lead, but we are fast approaching full items.
And now Now immediately Desamas jumps in after Kaza. The fear has already been applied and the dog is in danger. Trimby takes him out. Betty's your next target. Featherstorm already used and Miru is rooted up. He uses the second half of the ulti to get away, but it's a massive shockwave coming in from Maple. Aja jumps forward into the front line, but he's taking a ton of damage. Glacial Fissure to try to protect the escape route. As more damage pours into Aja's health bar, but he goes all out onto Bawal. Aja looking to make his escape. A little bit more damage from the top laner is not going to be enough here just yet. VKS, they kill the enemy jungler. Bawal has to flash to try to get away. Another slam into the ground here with the Q. Bawal is in danger. Where's the backup from VKS? PSG fighting for their lives. Bawal stays alive. Aja and Woody about to die outside of the base. And Maple is the only man standing. VKS, they ace him.
VKS have done it! VKS have found their moment with that magical journey into the base! It might be a magical moment to keep their dreams alive at Worlds 25!
Kaza, the only man standing. He's the one who died first. He has to try to defend here. He jumps in to find a single kill, but he will now drop. The Guardian Angel is the only thing to fall for Desamas. Nobody else is alive on PSG. This is Brazil! And VKS stay alive at Worlds 25!